What is up, guys? How is it going? First video back in a little bit of time. Took some time off. Good time off, but I'm excited to be back. But man, it feels like this is back to my first video because I definitely got those video nerves and jitters and like, oof, gotta, you know what I mean? Like those performer nerves and stuff like that. But I just wanted to make this video to talk about like 2021 and like some of my biggest learning lessons and just like that I want to share with you that I think could possibly be beneficial for, how you can apply like the things that I learned and how now I'm applying those things that I learned in the actual my life, things like that as well too. And then maybe just talk a little bit about like what I'm really looking forward to this year, and things to expect. So anyways, my name's Mike. Yeah, thanks for being here. I was gonna get into something like I guess super professional, but no, my name is Mike. I run a digital agency that is built for just real estate agents. We do everything from content creation, paid ads, and stuff like that. So that's my business side, my career side of things of what I do. I'm really big into the health industry, I guess, or you could say fitness industry. I'm not like so much of a know-it-all expert, but I just am passionate about taking care of myself, going to the gym on the regular, eating clean and doing things like that, but not the expert of things like that. But yeah, if you're watching this video, appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hit the subscribe button. I guess that's what we're supposed to say when you're trying to build a YouTube channel. But yeah, I want to get into some of the biggest learning lessons that I learned in 2021, because 2021 was still a really weird year, given that like we're still to right now, we're still dealing with like the tailwind of COVID, but definitely in 2021, we still felt the effects of everything, and it's kind of it's still shifting still to how people are working with each other in companies and like what they want to do for themselves. But so like where I guess I could start with this, 2021, like if I'm being just real with myself and honest, it wasn't my best year. I think I didn't grow so much in like a business sense of which I really, really wanted to. Like I wanted our agency to be in more of like a cash cow place, like generating more money, I guess is what you can say. And it wasn't. But I think like what I took the most this year is I just grew a lot as a person and like mentally. I think like my business smarts and IQ, even though I don't have like the financial rewards and like, hit goals and things to show for it, I think I really improved a lot. And I think Johnny did as well too, which is important because he's my business partner. But I think like we just accumulated a lot of like business smarts, and just like I think and what that did was transfer over to like more clarity about like, hey, this is what we're fucking up with and this is what we need to do moving forward, so just like being able to have more clarity with that. So that was like my biggest goal, and it didn't hit that. It was to hit a certain amount of money per month in our agency, and I fell well short of it, just being completely honest with you. But one of my other biggest goals was to move out by June, and I hit that goal, moved out to here in Irvine, California. So that was really good. One of the best things about moving out that was for me was like it was an added expense, and to be honest, I wish I could stay home, but I think that sometimes, like we love our family. Don't get me wrong, I love my family, but sometimes when we just are all under the same house all the time, like we're also stressed from our own work lives. I know for me, like I put a lot of pressure on myself with work, which I need to do a better job of not doing, because like you stress yourself out. Like you have to work hard and be passionate, but you have to be able to detach from the outcome and just say like, hey, I'm in process always, baby. Like I'm just showing up and working hard because this is what I fucking do. I'm not working for a result. I'm working because this works. My work works on me. That's a good quote I heard lately or recently was, "You don't work on your work more than your work works on you." Um, so yeah, that was the best thing. So where I was going with that with family is in when I moved out, man, my relationship with my family really really got good because I was able to just unload here, and when we saw each other, we just appreciate our time together more. And I think like even if we all were to like get back with each other, I think things would be different. But I'm not saying like or hinting that's what I'm trying to do or anything. I'm just saying like I feel like it was a great year in terms of growth, like how close my family became this year. Even though given like all the circumstances, my brother not always being there, my sister traveling a lot and things like that, was really good. And I'm really happy that I was able to move out. My other goal was to buy my first investment property. I didn't do that. Like get over a certain credit score. I didn't do that, but I improved it a lot. Start a fundraiser or raise some money for people in need. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I just don't know why I don't just like. That's one of those things where it's like you don't need to know everything on how to do it. You just do it. You just do it, and I gotta just do it this year. Take vacation, didn't do it. Take a vacation, but fuck it, I don't care. And read a certain amount of books, which I actually did do that one. But listen, let's just get that. Those were some of my goals, and I really feel good about the goals that I set for this year. But like I said, what this video is about some of my learning lessons from 2021. So let's get right into that. I got three, like the three biggest learning lessons for me for 2021. And I wrote them down because it's easier. But the first one was having better self-respect. When you say you're going to do something, follow through. I think if I'm just being critically honest with myself, I have struggled with consistency this past year, on a grand scale and a small scale. Like I would set these little goals for myself, like, hey, I'm gonna meditate every day for 30 days, and I would already be done and giving up by like day 3, or then some. I would say I'm gonna do it again next month, and then I would be giving up like day 12. So but that's self-respect. Like when you say you're going to do something for yourself, like you follow through with that. And one thing of why this is important and why I realized it was important for me is because it really messed with my confidence and of who I was as a person. I don't know if that's good or not. I'm not going to say I don't know if it's not good. Of course it's not good. I don't know if that's normal is what I'm saying, but I struggled with confidence at some points because I'd say I was going to do something. And I think what that tells yourself subconsciously is like you build that habit, and you don't want to build that habit of like you say you're going to do something, the going gets tough or it gets difficult, or you just don't want to do it and you don't do it and you give up. Like, and you don't want to build that type of nature because you only get what you want, whatever that end goal is with meditation. It's I just want to be at peace more, like be more in the present and things like that. If you really want to be there, like you have to be able to go through that really shitty of all the shittiness of I don't want to do it, it gets too hard, this is difficult, blah blah blah, to be able to get to what you want to do. So that was my one of my big ones was I gotta have better self-respect for myself this year. So I'm starting on January 10th 75 hard, and I don't think that it could come at any better of a time. I got of saying a commitment to myself for 75 days, 2 workouts, eating clean, no drinking, stuff like that. So I'm gonna get through that one, and just start getting the year on a good roll right there. So I think the second thing that I was a big learning lesson for me. So I mentioned that it wasn't like a financial prosperous year for me. Like I improved my income, but I didn't like improve it to the scale that I wanted to, that I really was like, damn, this is gonna happen this year. But what I realized more than anything is alignment in anything, in any type of like in any I'm trying to sorry, I'm thinking of the right word. um Alignment is just more important than working hard. Like I think sometimes is we work so aimlessly and we do things that don't matter, and we like we put our full effort into it, which is good. No matter anything that we do, you should always work 100% and work your ass off. But I'm saying that we could be working smarter, and I think alignment is so much more important. So like you have to know what you actually want. I'm seeing what I wrote down. You have to know what you actually want to be able and have to be able to define it in your own terms, because then you will be able to build out a roadmap that will get you to like where you want to go. So if you don't know what you want and you're just working, it's like you're working aimlessly towards things. There's in the 7 laws of success, one of the second law is start with the end in mind. And why this is so important for me, and when I say alignment, is sometimes in business I've really noticed is that I don't define like end results of what I want in everything, not just one goal for the end of the year. I'm saying the goal for a client relationship, the goal for my week, the goal for how I want to go about studying and applying things. So when I say is alignment and starting with the end in mind is knowing what I want, so that when I go back, I know the exact roadmap of things that I need to do, and and act on and learn to be able to get to that end result of what I wanted. Like for a client, for example, of being able to look, what do I want this relationship to look like in 90 days? Okay, this is what I want it to look like. Well, now how do I get it to be there? And then you slowly just work back. And then when you do, you literally just built out what you need to do over the next 90 days. And it just gives you a lot more confidence, and it gives you that clarity that you need, of just clarity of action, that it's written out there. It takes the guessing. And I think a lot of times is we don't define those things, and we just wake up and we do things that don't move the needle forward, that in the manner that we want. So alignment is a huge thing that I learned in 2021. You have to be able to know what you want, define it, and make and clear backwards. And my last one was controlling the emotions, man. I think sometimes for me personally, I'm an emotional person. I do pretty good for the most part, of just not caring what people think or say or something. But um, I think there's just some instances where I wish I would have just controlled my emotions better. And that's all. Like, and I'm saying not just with where I blurted out something and something bad happened, but I'm saying when negative things started happening to me. Like I'm not going to dive into it, but everyone has things that happen to them on a yearly basis, monthly basis, daily basis, and being able to like not just take it personally, like things just happen to people. And I think like one of the things that needed to do better in 2021 is like when things happen to me, like just being emotionally strong, not taking it personal. Like life is just life. Put your head down, move forward, keep a smile on your face, because there's plenty of more reasons to be smiling and grateful and happy than there always is to be, negative and pessimistic. So just being able to control my emotions and being able to like not let other people or anything be able to affect that. Like just be able to like, hey, this is where I stay emotionally, man, is I stay in like a good zone, in the green zone, and not allowing anything or anyone to take me out of there. That's my right to live there and be in that state of mind and state of feeling. So controlling the emotions. And I think, yeah, just to dive into the why, I guess, real quick, and it just bleeds over into everything. If you get pissed off and you allow yourself to get mad at one thing, and then you go to your next activity, and then that bleeds over into someone else's day, and then that person gets upset because of something that you said or did, or your attitude towards them, and then they go and take it to the next person, and like you could just see this big cycle of not even how it's going to start and to ruin your day, but everyone that you come into counter with as well too. So it's just better to you know control your emotions, don't take it personally, always have a smile on your face, just move forward. And I think that when you have that type of attitude, and you just have this like um being able to control like that half and or life is half full mentality, I think good things just start to happen to you all the time, because if that's just what you believe in, and what you believe is kind of like just what happens to you in life. So those are the three things that I learned, were my biggest learning lessons in 2021. What I'm most looking forward to for 2022 this year is I'm just really clear on work. Like the whole alignment thing that I'm talking about, I just feel an extreme alignment, and it's already showed. Like this past week we've already, yeah, we had a great week this week. So I'm just very clear minded for work on what needs to be done, where we need to go. I know where we want to go, and I just know how to get there and know what we need to do. So it just has given me a lot of confidence. So I'm really looking forward to work this year. And clear goals for health, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to do. I told you guys I'm doing 75 hard here on Monday, on January 10th, but I will be doing an Ironman in September, on September 11th. So just like kind of looking forward to that, the training, the process, everything that is going to go into being able to do that successfully, man. Those people who cross that finish line put in a lot of fucking work. So I got a lot of work, a big long road ahead of me to be able to do that. Just feel a little reignited. I think those last couple of weeks of December this past year, I kind of just took off as like a mental break, was taking it easy, wasn't doing too much, was working out, but in terms of work, and I just feel reignited from the clarity and just about a lot of good things that are going to be going on here. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Again, if you guys are seeing this, share it with a friend, hit the subscribe button, whatever it is. But thank you guys for watching.